Hi everyone, I trust that you're all doing really well. I have a sore throat, but I am prepared to do this video for you guys. This is just like an everyday glam look. It's very neutral, something you can wear to work, to school, or if you're going to an important meeting, whatever it is. It's not too much, but it's a really beautiful, simple glam look that I wanted to create for you guys. So I hope the steps are really easy to follow. And let's just get right into it. Because my eyebrows are really bushy and I haven't had time to go and wax or thread them, I'm going to conceal them. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Creamy Beige. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal the outer part of the brow, which doesn't have a shape really. So just the tail end of my brow. And this is a new trick that I've been doing lately. So for my brows, I've really been loving using an eyeshadow instead of a brow pencil. So I'm going to be using my MAC eyeshadow, and this is in the color Espresso. You want to take an angled brush like this one. And I'm just going to dip in just a little bit into the eyeshadow. And I'm going to start creating the outer part. So basically tracing my natural brow. And then I go in on the top as well. And basically now I can create a new arc because I've concealed. So I'm going to bring my brow just a bit up. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to color it in basically. So basically this allows you to create the shape that you want for your brow. And I find that with using an eyeshadow, the brow looks a bit more natural and it's just not very, what do you call it? It's not very bold if you're looking for a more somewhat natural brow. So I just feather it out in the front because I don't want it to be too dark. And I just put more towards the tail end. And that is my brow. So underneath my eyes I'm going to conceal using the very same concealer. Because it's really bright and it's not my shade, I'm not going to put too much. So this is really going to lift that brow. So I haven't squeezed anything out. And then I'm going to use my foundation to conceal on top. I know I'm looking really crazy right now, but don't worry, it's all going to come together. So we're getting ready to prep and prime our face. I'm going to use my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser just to prep our face for foundation. So I'm just going to apply it on my forehead, nose, and underneath the eyes. Now this is something new that I've been doing lately, and what I do is I conceal under my foundation. So basically when I have my foundation on, I don't conceal. So I'm going to use the same concealer I've been using because it's really bright. Because your girl has been having, you know, late nights and the Gucci bags are starting to form. You want it to really brighten up the under eyes. And what I love about it is that it really comes through the foundation, so that's why I don't feel it necessary to actually conceal afterwards, and also because you don't have a lot of time in the morning as well. So for foundation, I'm going to use my Revlon Full Cover Color Stay, and this is matte, and I am in the shade Toast. So I'm just gonna dot it all over. So I decided to use the worst beauty blender ever, and my foundation could have looked better, but we can powder it. So I'm gonna use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder, and this is in the color Dark. So I think it will help in terms of just setting the foundation and making it look seamless. Of course, I'm contouring with my fave, the Essence Shape Your Face Contouring Palette. And as you can see, I'm already hitting pan on this contour color. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Well, I'm always using it. So I'm just going to squeeze it just to get underneath the cheekbones. And I love that it's not too harsh, you know, it's just right. And then you just powder it if it looks a bit too harsh. I'm going to use the same contour shade, and I'm just going to put it in my crease just to give some depth in the eye, because we're not applying any eyeshadow. It's just a really wearable look. Okay, so we are almost done. We're gonna add some blush now, and I'm gonna use my MAC Mineralized Blush, and this is in the color Lovejoy. I love this blush because it has a bit of a sparkle to it, so it's not matte looking. And you just want to put it in your contour area and just move it up into the cheeks. And of course we have to add some highlighter. I'm going to use a MAC pigment, and this is in the color Rose. So these are actually very affordable and they last super long because you just have to use a little bit. So I'm going to put my finger in there, and then you just want to dab it across like so. As you can see, I mean stunning, 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 stunning. So just pat through it with your finger, and you want to get the other side as well. Can bring it up to your temple as well. Of course, the nose. If it's a bit too much, just take your powder brush So you don't have time to be sticking on lashes, but if you want to elongate them, of course you have mascara, and I'm going to use the Revlon Definition Mascara, and this is in the style Dramatic. For the lips, I'm not going to use lipstick because it can be a bit too dramatic or too much. So I'm going to use a gloss, and it's from NYX. It's a butter gloss, and this is in the color Peach Crisp. So when you put it on, it has a bit of a color to it. It's like a peachy color, but it starts to fade away. And it feels so buttery. It feels so nice on the lips. And it's not too much, you know. It's just right. I use it every day. I'm not lying when I say I use it every day. And it smells really good. Last but not least, I'm going to set my face so my makeup stays in place and it lasts all day long. And I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Well, of what is left, it's like really tiny. But we use every drop because, yeah, bizarre. And that is the makeup look. As simple as that. Very easy. It's very quick. It's just I had to explain to you guys, but it actually does go much more faster. So thank you guys for tuning in again. Before I close out today's video, I have to give a subscriber shout out to Boitumelo Aprils. Thank you so much for joining the family. If you haven't joined already, please just hit the red button down below and click the bell so you know every time a new video comes out, which is twice a week at 7 p.m. I love you guys so much. May your day be ever flawless as your makeup.